Okay guys, so actually this video was requested by one of my subscribers when I uploaded a video about a lotion. So guys, welcome to Consti Beauty. Today we want to be talking about how to calculate preservative. So what is a preservative? It is a chemical substance that is used to prevent things from decaying. For example, food, skincare products like lotion. It can also be wood, it can also be many other things. So there are a lot of preservatives in the market. When it comes to skincare, there are a lot of preservatives. So our topic of today is to determine what quantity of preservative to add into what quantity of lotion. Now, why is this very important? Because many people nowadays want to do their own lotions at home, and most people do not do this lotion from scratch. So there is a need to be able to determine what quantity of preservative to add in your lotion. And even if you are producing a lotion from scratch, you should be able to determine what quantity, what percentage of preservative you should be putting into your product. This is in order not to get the product react in a certain way, because if you put less of a preservative, it's going to affect the product. If you put too much of a preservative, it's going to affect the product. So it's very, very important to know how to calculate what quantity of preservative you'll be adding into your lotion. Now, we understand that in the lotion production, there are different ways of producing lotions. Many people do produce their own lotion by doing pro-mixing. Pro-mixing is another way of producing lotion. And the reason why you need to add preservative in this kind of lotion is because you've made use of other additives, like you've made use of some whitening powders, and water has been added into your product, into your production. So there is a need to preserve. Now, we should also understand that there are some lotion production, like products that you use mainly oils, like body butters, that they don't come in contact with water in the production. You do not need to preserve them. But when we talk about water into oil mixtures to make a lotion, or anything that gets to do with water, there is a need to preserve. The question now that comes up is that what quantity of preservative you need to use. What I will advise you to do is this: always ask your raw material provider what percentages cost for what product. You understand what percentages each product needs to be used. For example, I have different types of preservatives at home, and I'm going to be showing you some of these preservatives. I have liquid Gemma Plus, or Gemma Liquid Plus, whatever you can call it. Alright, like I was talking, here you can see, I don't know if you can read, this is sodium lactate. This is a preservative that I bought, but this preservative is not a broad spectrum. It is good, but it's not a broad spectrum. That means it cannot preserve your product, especially your lotions, for a long time. And this is another one. Can you see this? Gemma Plus. So this is the one I bought, and this has been doing fine for me. It's a broad spectrum preservative. There are a lot of preservatives out there. You just need to know which one you are going to buy and try to do your research about it, if it's harmful to the skin or if it's allowed in your area. And then always ask what percentage of preservative are you going to be adding into your lotion? Okay, for example, sodium lactate is 3% and Derma Plus is 1%. Now, how are you going to convert this percent? What is even percent, and how are you going to convert it into adding into your lotion? This is what is going to be very important for us. So I hope you've been able to take down what we have on the board. Okay guys, so actually this video was requested by one of my subscribers when I uploaded a video about a lotion, and she got so interested and she told me she has been struggling with calculating what amount of preservative to add into her product. So I promised to shoot this video so that she can learn, and every other person on the platform, and maybe you can share it to your friends who are interested in producing their own lotion so they can help, because many people today have problematic skins, and it might just be because of poor preservation of the product. It might just be because of a wrong choice of preservative, or other aspects that might have affected the product, or it might just be that it didn't fit. The product is not for that person's kind of skin, because not all products are good for everybody. Let me cut the long story short. Okay, assuming that we are going to be using 500 gram of lotion. We have produced our lotion, that's our batch size. After putting everything, our lotion is 500 grams. So I don't think I should go and carry my measure my scale and everything to come and show you that you have to get 500. Once you have done all your mixing and everything, the product is ready. You take it to your scale. When you take it to your scale, make sure that before you take it to the scale, you have measured the container that you will be using, because most often people make this error. You measure with the weight of the container and you will have a faulty information. So what I normally do, I get an empty container, place it on my scale, and I put it to 0. Then I pour my product into the container. That time you are going to have the right weight of the product. If you don't want to do it like that, maybe you've just produced the product and it's in a bowl, you want to measure it like that, then you should be able to first of all know what is the weight of your bowl. So you need to measure the bowl. You know the weight. If the bowl is 5 grams, you write 5 grams. Now that your product is in the bowl, you weigh it. If it's giving you 505 grams, you minus 5 grams as the weight of the bowl. Now you are left with 500. Now I'm going to be calculating for the both preservatives I've shown you. So next, if you are buying preservative, always ask where you are buying, what is the percentage used. So this is how we write percentage. This is how we write percentage. Okay. Now let's say I'm going to be using Derma Liquid Plus. I'm going to be using 1% of 500. 1% of 500. 1% of 500 is going to give you how many grams? This we cancel. 1 times 5 is going to give you 5 grams. So this is in gram. That is the percentage you are going to add into your lotion. This is first way I've shown you. Another way that many people will feel that it's easier, you will just write your 500 and 1% of 500 means what? You are going to take 1, 2. This is 100, the percent. This 1, 2. Once you take this 1, 2, you are left with this. So you multiply it by the 1, which will still give you 5 grams. Assuming that we wanted to use 1,000 gram of product. How are you going to calculate? 1% of 1,000. 1% of 1,000. I cancel this too. What is left? 10. 10 is left. 1 times 10 is how many? It's 10, right? So you are going to be adding 10 grams of preservative into your product. As easy as that. If you think you want to use this other procedure, you simply say 1% of 1,000. 1,000. So you come again like this. This is a percent. You are left with 10. 1 times 10 is equal to 10 grams. As easy as that. So if you want to use the other way, 3 grams, you say sodium lactate, which is 3%, sorry, you just simply say 3% of how many? You want to make use of 500 grams. 3% of 500 is going to give you what? When you cancel this and cancel this, you are left with 5, and 3 times 5 is 15. 15 grams. So you are going to be using 15 grams of sodium lactate. If you are producing 500 grams of product. Always remember in grams. The same goes for 3% of 1,000 grams of production. You are going to, you have 10. 10 times 3 or 3 times 10 is 30. You are going to make use of 30 grams of preservative into that lotion of 1,000 grams. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please guys do well to subscribe, because we have a lot. And if you have any problem with formulating, please write your comments below and I'm going to respond to you. My name is Coasty Beauty and I am studying skincare and formulation in general. So I don't want to give you the whole project that I'm studying, but you should just have this in mind. So guys, thank you for coming by, and may God bless you in this journey of skincare. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ciao.